Business continuity is often misunderstood. Many people think it is simply a plan for emergencies or a document that is opened only after a major disruption. In reality, business continuity is a management discipline. It helps an organization understand what activities are critical, what level of disruption can be tolerated, and what actions are needed to continue delivering products or services during difficult conditions. In this explainer, we will walk through the basic life cycle of a disruptive event. We will distinguish three ideas: an emergency, a business continuity event, and a crisis. The goal is simple: respond at the right level, at the right time, using clear decision points. At a high level, a disruption can move through three possible zones. First, there is an incident or emergency. This is where something unexpected happens, and the organization responds using normal emergency or operational procedures. Second, there is a business continuity event. This happens when the disruption affects critical activities beyond the organization's tolerable limits. At this point, the business continuity plan is activated. Third, there is a crisis. A crisis exists when the situation exceeds normal response capacity and requires strategic command. The important point is this: escalation is not automatic. An emergency does not become a business continuity event just because it is serious. It becomes one only when impact, tolerance, and response capability cross defined thresholds. Let us clarify the three terms. An emergency is usually handled through immediate operational response. The objective is to protect life, assets, operations, or the environment, and to control the situation as quickly as possible. A business continuity event is different. It means critical activities are impaired beyond tolerable limits, and continuity arrangements are needed to maintain or restore essential services. A crisis is different again. A crisis threatens strategic objectives, reputation, legal standing, financial viability, or stakeholder confidence. That means senior leadership must take control of priorities, communications, and major decisions. Using the right term matters because each term triggers a different level of response. The escalation logic should be conditional. When an incident occurs, the first question is not, "Is this serious?" The better question is, "Are critical activities impaired beyond tolerable limits?" If the answer is no, the organization manages the event as an emergency. The team resolves the situation, closes the event, and captures lessons learned. If the answer is yes, the organization activates the business continuity plan. Then a second question must be asked: do the resources required to manage the disruption exceed organizational capacity or require strategic command? If no, the event remains a business continuity event. If yes, the situation escalates to crisis. This is the discipline: assess before escalating. Down this curve shows what business continuity is trying to manage. Before disruption, the organization operates at normal performance. Then a disruptive event occurs and performance drops. The purpose of business continuity is not to pretend that disruption will not happen. The purpose is to limit the drop, stabilize the situation, and recover critical activities within acceptable timeframes. During the response phase, the organization establishes control. During recovery, critical activities are restored. After restoration, the organization reviews the event and improves the system. The best organizations do not only recover, they learn, adapt, and become more resilient. An emergency becomes a business continuity event when the organization can no longer deliver critical activities within acceptable limits. There are three practical questions. First, are critical activities unable to be performed at the required level? Second, has the disruption exceeded the maximum tolerable period of disruption, or is it likely to do so? Third, are normal response measures insufficient to recover within the recovery time objective? If these conditions are present, the organization should activate its business continuity arrangements. This is why business impact analysis is important. Without defined critical activities, tolerable limits, and recovery objectives, escalation becomes subjective. Consider a facility fire. At time zero, the fire alarm activates. The emergency team responds, fire suppression begins, and the immediate priority is life safety and containment. At 2 hours, the fire is contained, but a critical process remains unavailable. If the maximum tolerable period of disruption is 4 hours, the organization now has only 2 hours of remaining tolerance. At this point, business continuity arrangements may need to be activated. At 4 hours, alternate processes, suppliers, or workarounds may be operating. If those arrangements remain within capacity, the event stays as a business continuity event. But after 24 hours, if alternatives fail, and legal, customer, financial, or media consequences increase, the situation may become a crisis. The same fire moved through different response levels because the impact changed over time. Here are the key takeaways. First, not every incident is a business continuity event. Second, escalation should be assessed, not assumed. Third, a business continuity event begins when critical activities exceed tolerable limits. Fourth, a crisis begins when strategic command and extraordinary coordination are required. Fifth, business continuity is a management system, not just a folder of documents. And sixth, exercises, reviews, audits, and lessons learned keep the system alive. The real value of business continuity is not only in writing plans, the value is in making better decisions during disruption. This explainer is aligned with internationally recognized business continuity standards. ISO 22301 provides the requirements for a business continuity management system. ISO 22313 provides guidance on applying ISO 22301. ISO 22300 provides the shared vocabulary for security and resilience. For practical implementation, the next step is business impact analysis. That means identifying critical activities, understanding the impact of disruption over time, setting recovery objectives, and selecting appropriate recovery strategies. If this topic is useful, the next explainer can focus on how to perform business impact analysis in a practical management system based way.